I was locked in a shul the other day, and I want to share my experience with you. Recently, I've been experiencing an emotion that is not too familiar to me, or I'm not too familiar with, and that's called anger. Anger is the ego, and just like the ego, it's not something to be ashamed about. It's something to see and transcend. Hopefully, eventually, it can be channeled in the right directions. So for me, experiencing anger is a sign of a developing ego, which is a good step in the right direction, but it's a step. Now, there's nothing more cathartic than what I experienced in the story I'm about to tell you. I believe, when one is angry especially, but in life in general. So I was walking to shul and I was angry. I was just having these repetitive thoughts. The word ignorant kept coming up. This guy's ignorant, that person's ignorant, all these people are ignorant. I don't know why, I really liked that word that day. I really bought into that word. It was like my word of the day. And I'm at shul and I'm praying and I'm like, everyone here is ignorant. Oh, it's so funny. And we got to the end of Shabbat and there was the evening prayer and I was like, that's it. I am not praying fast. I'm a slow prayer. I'm a slow davener. So I'm like, I'm going to take my time. And if I get locked in, so be it. So the usual happened. They turn off the lights. I'm the last one there. And in the past, I rush. This time, no. This time, if I get locked, I get locked. I am praying with Hashem right now. And let it be protest if I get locked. Let it be a statement. For all those ignoramus. No, not ignoramuses. Chas v'shalom. And lo and behold, I got locked. Okay. I was calm. I'm a very calm person. I am very still. I can meditate for a long time. I'll just wait. But it wasn't easy. First of all, this shul is situated in an area that is supposed to have passerbys like all the time. So any minute now, someone should show up, outside the door. Like we had glass, it was a clear glass door, so I could see through. And any minute now. So I'm thinking, okay, you know what? First, let me check all the windows. But if I check all the windows, I might miss someone. And I'm slowly developing this scarcity mindset. Like, no one's going to show up. What if someone shows up when I'm not here? And it's because, it's been 15 minutes and no one showed up. And these 15 minutes, they don't feel like 15 minutes. They feel like forever. Because you think they're going to show up any minute. It's not just the uncertainty of it. Like, when you meditate, you know how long you're meditating. You don't know how long you're going to be here. And you also don't, you want to do things. You want to be active, but you also want to be passive. So there's a confusion and it's shaking you. And so I, finally, I just, I decided to check all the windows and I'm back at the door and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm just sitting and watching. And I think there should be someone any minute now. It's really unusual. No one's showing up. And 30 minutes go by, 45 minutes go by, and I'm starting to just be like, wow, what the heck? And that's when I started talking to Hashem. And I just started asking him, why am I here? Why did this happen? Well, you chose to daven for too long. But really, why am I here? What are you trying to teach me? Like, why is it taking so long? Why did I have to get locked? What are you trying to show me? And I just started guessing. Like, is it this? What about that? At some point, I'm like, and this was the thing I wanted to guess the whole time, but I was like, nah. But at some point, I said out loud, I'm the ignorant one, aren't I? And the moment I said that, 60 minutes after I got locked, the longest 60 minutes in a very long time, a silhouette shows up. I see someone. It wasn't like a split second. It was the moment I said that word, I must be ignorant, aren't I? That sentence, someone showed up. And it was hard to just brush off because that whole afternoon, that word ignorant was probably my most used word in my thought dictionary. And I was pointing it at everyone else. This isn't going to be, I'm not going to give you a finger pointing, you are ignorant kind of musser right now. That's not what I'm saying. I want to share what happened right after that epiphanal, if that's a word, moment happened. I was shaken. And it was such a blissful, cathartic experience. It was like, I'm ignorant. There's no questioning that I'm ignorant. I can't deny it anymore. And there's nothing more cathartic than professing one's own ignorance. Truly. Because we all are ignorant. And why do we get angry? Because we lose sight of the undeniable, obvious fact that we are ignorant. And to truly, and I don't mean like by rote, I don't mean intellectually, I mean to truly internalize the fact that we are ignorant, that I am ignorant, is so freeing. The Tanya says that while it is one of the highest values to be joyful all the time, there is a designated time where one must break their own heart. I am this, I'm that. I am so limited. And, when I read that for the first time, I was so surprised by how cathartic it was to read. Suddenly, I was realizing that it's okay. I'm not okay, and it's okay. What is more freeing than that? Now, I wasn't just locked anywhere. I was locked in a shul. I was locked in a holy building. We can even be locked and confined in the holiest places, but if you do not admit your own ignorance, you are still locked. So, the moment I admitted my own ignorance, that was when Hashem said, okay, I'm letting you go. You're on parole. It's not, when I say admit, I'm not even trying to say admit that you're bad. But I am saying that. But I'm saying it with a smile. Come on, man, just admit that you're an idiot. It's hilarious. And when we deflate our ego, we laugh the air out of our egos. There is nothing more cathartic than that. Thank you, Hashem, for giving me that ignorant moment.